Let's go to Provo, Utah, where we start out with Tyler. Tyler, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. It's good to talk with you.
Good to talk to you. How can I help today?
So my question is, I'm trying to figure out what to do about school and how to get in proximity.
Okay, be more specific. What are you trying to figure out as it relates to school?
So with school, I've been taking classes online in graphic design and animation.
Okay.
The problem I've been running into is I haven't been receiving a lot of feedback or anything about how I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to stay motivated, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
You could say.
Is this a four-year school, or is this just an online program that's not associated with a university?
It's a community college or state college.
Okay, and your professor is not giving you any feedback?
Not really. It's kind of hard online trying to get feedback back and forth.
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, let's be honest. If you were going to give some of your work, whether it be the graphic design or the animation or both, and you were wanting to get feedback from me and my team, let's just say Mark, my graphic designer, said, "Ken, I'll do Tyler a favor. I'll look at his stuff." How would you get the stuff to Mark? Don't overthink this. This is not a difficult answer. Tyler, how would you send us that animation or the graphic design so that Mark could look at it and give you feedback? How would you send it to him here in Nashville? How'd you get it? How would you get it to him?
I'd send it online.
A what?
Send it online.
Right. So you're acting like that the digital review is really, really difficult. And I just wonder if you've asked your professor, "Hey, listen, I know we're online and we're not together, but I'd really, really like your critique. Tell me what's really bad. Tell me what's okay. Tell me what's really good. How can I get better?" Have you asked that question that way?
Not exactly.
Okay, so let's start with that, shall we, Tyler? And then the second thing I want you to do is actually use the proximity principle. That's what you said. You said, "Ken, how do I use it?" So the proximity principle is, Tyler, in order to do what Tyler wants to do, graphic design, animation, he's got to get around people that do graphic design and animation, right? The people who are doing it and in places where it is happening. So what would be the places? Well, some online communities. Places like that might be animators that gather online. They've got more experience than you. Is there a YouTube channel? Where are those people hanging out where you can get around them and you may not talk to them, but you can watch them. You can watch what they're doing. That's the idea here. That's how you learn and grow. And then there are people in Provo, Utah that do graphic design and do animation. Now, I don't know what Utah's COVID response is and how quickly they're starting to de-thaw, if you will, or to thaw out, to defrost. But you can send your stuff to people. You know people who do that kind of work in Provo, Utah. Yes or no?
Well, through my professors, yeah, I could.
Not just your professors. I'm saying you're telling me you don't know anybody on an acquaintance or a close personal friend level who doesn't know somebody that is in some type of graphic design in Provo, Utah? I just don't believe that. You just haven't looked hard enough, because I know you haven't looked hard enough because you haven't even asked your professor to give you some really strong feedback. Open the door for criticism. Trust me, the professor will step up. So Tyler, I'm saying all this to say you haven't asked for feedback, and you're allowing your fear of asking for feedback, or you're allowing your doubt that maybe you don't have what it takes to keep you from getting feedback. Isn't that really what's happening?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's exactly what's happening, Tyler. And I'm not getting on you. I just want to expose what's really going on. And let me just also encourage you, Tyler. Asking for someone to critique your work is not easy, even for me. It's not easy. It's necessary, but it's not easy. Why? The sting of criticism, whether positive or negative, is obviously not fun. But it's not about fun, Tyler. You desperately need an injection of confidence. And the only way you're going to get it is getting some feedback. So, Tyler, please do what I told you to do, and do it right away, and do it often, and do it consistently. You're going to win.